Hi, it's Jack from JTC Creative. Today we're going over MovieMate, a React app which allows users to browse thousands of movies and series using the OMDb API. I'll show you briefly just an overview how the front end works. So you can search for movies. So when you load it up, it just comes up with generic sort of movies and series as seen here. Then say you want to look for something more detailed. Let's say you want to look for, I don't know, Star Wars. If you hit search, it shows you this is on the homepage, by the way. So this is the movies section. So it only shows anything with movies, and then below is the series. And if we go on, as you can see, there's a hover effect as well. If we click on to one of them, I know it's not the most beautiful app. It's not the purpose of this wasn't for mainly for the styling, but more so for the use of the API. But it lists key details such as the year, genre, plot, director, actors, and then the IMDb rating. Um, so if we go back to the homepage now, and we go to movies, so this section only displays movies. So as we can see, there's a movie thing here. It shows the date in the top also. So if we search up for something like Toy Story, we hit search, it shows all sort of Toy Story movies as well as sort of off-brand ones that people have made as well. And similarly with series, we'll go here and we'll look up for Cars, for example. And as you can see, yeah, it's anything sort of related to cars will come up here as well. I was sort of aiming for this, but as you can see, more came up. And this also works as well. Yeah, so if we go back, the last thing, settings, this was just sort of me playing about. There's a dark and light mode, which again, I know it's not the most visually appealing. But yeah, that's that there. And lastly, it is responsive to a sense. So as you can see, if I fully stretch this out, as you can see, the movie's grid sort of collapses down every time it gets smaller and smaller. And there's actually a margin here, which I know is probably not the best practice, but it was just for the purpose of this app. Um, which sort of, when this part of the screen gets smaller, um, as you can see, it moves in. And that also explains why it's not laid out well here, and the items aren't centered here, and this margin has remained here. But again, these this bottom bar works. So this takes you to the movie section, this takes you to the series section, back to home, and settings as well. For the dark mode. To get this code, head over to GitHub and then go to Jack Develops, which is my GitHub page, and you can go see my repositories. So this one's called MovieMate. If we click here, and if you go code, I'm not going to download here, but download the zip file, and then you would extract all from the zip file and drag and drop it into a code editor like Visual Studio Code, which give you access to all the code. Following on from this, I'll just show you here in the code. So on app.js, on line 13 is the constant for the API URL. And as you can see here, your API key needs replaced with your own API. And to get your own API key, if you head over to OMDb API.com, and this shows you, it just gives you a brief rundown of what it is, as well as the parameters and all. And if we head over to API key at the top here, you can do Patreon if you want, or you can just hit free and fill out these details and hit submit. This will then send you an email, like this one here, and I'll give you your key here, as well as this section here. So click the following URL. I've already done this, so it'll become a invalid code or key has already been activated. But when you do this for the first time, only this text will be displayed. You then close off that and copy your API key, and then you go back over to your code and replace your API key with the one you've just copied, and then that should be you good to go. Thanks for watching, and any questions, Jonathan, feel free to shoot me a message at jack@jtccreative.co.uk. Thanks.